Hi guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how I made this simple top step by step. If you're a beginner, you can follow this easy step. Let's dive into it. So yeah, I'm ruling out my starting points on my pattern paper, which I go in by ½ inch. So I rule it on the straight line. So from there, that is where all our measurement is going to start from. And I'm starting with my back pattern paper, like the back clothes. So I've go in by for my shoulder to bust measurement, which I use 11.5, my waist, which is 17.5, and the full length of my top, which is 24.5. So I'm putting all on a straight line. I started with my full length, which I use 24.5 for my own top, my waist, and my bust measurement. So after that, I'm going to label the place that I rule out: my bust, my waist, and the full length of the top. I label them. So after I have labeled them, do I go back to my neck, because this is back. I'm starting with the back close. So I go in by 1 inch for how deep I want it to be, because it is high neck, and I use 3, which is the standard measurement. So here I'm determining my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 17 inches, so I divide it by 2, which is 8.5. Then I'm determining how long I want the sleeve to be, because the sleeve is cut together. So here I use 8. It is optional. You can use 7, you can use 9, depending on your choice, but I use 8 for mine. So thereafter, I go in on that point that I measure 8 inch. I go in by 1.5 for my shoulder slope. So then I'm taking my body measurement, my waist measurement, then my hip measurement on the full length. So my hip is 46. I divide it by 4 to give me 11.5. So that is what I'm doing on my full length, and I had 2 inches on my hip measurements. So and even my waist measurement and my bust measurement, I had 2 inches for ease and for sewing allowance, because the top is not going to be fitted. So for my hip measurement, I go up by 2 inches to have a good shape there, so that the top will not be in a triangle form. So for my shoulder slope, I connected it to my neck line. So from there, I'm determining my round sleeve. The round sleeve I'm using for this cloth is 18 inches. So when divided by 2 is 9 inches. I add 1 inches for ease. So I've connected that and I've cut it out. So I bring out the front pattern paper now, then I pin the both together. Now on my front pattern paper, if you notice very well, you see the top has a button. So I'm going out by 1 inch for my button space, so that the button can sit very well on the clothes. So I've measured the 1 inches and I'm connecting it all through. So after that, I'm going to, if you notice that the front is longer than the back, it has a longer effect in the front. From there, I come down by 3 inches for that effect in the front. So from that 3 inches in the front, after my 1 inches from the button, I come in by 3 inches, because if the top is open in the front, it has like triangle effect in the front, it's opened. So for my neck area, I come in by 7 inches for my neck. It is optional too. You can use any number that work for you, but I use 7 for my own, and I take where the neck width is going to stop there. So from my waist from the back, I roll it out to the front pattern to be, so that you can be clear too. So from there, I come in by 1 inch. I come in from my waistline by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect it to the 3 inches I rolled down for my opening in the front. So this is my materials, 2.5 yards for my pattern. So here I have cut out my pattern paper. I leave half inches from the front for sewing allowance, so that I can be able to join both the lining and the materials together easily. So here is my materials, and here, because the top has rope at the back, it has belt at the back. So here is my belt that I'm going to put. Is the length of my belt is 25 inches by 2.5 on fold. 2.5 on fold. The length is 25 and the width is 2.5 on fold. So here is my lining. Here is my lining for my cloth, because my materials is not enough. So here I've went ahead to I join materials to materials, and I join lining to lining. So here I want to join the lining to the material so we can have a very neat finishing. I'm going to sew it all through. You have to take your time while doing that. So here I've sewn it. So I'm going to join the belt to my waist space, then do a straight stitch on it. Now make sure your lines are straight. It will make your outfit look more professional. While joining, I use 1 inch to join it together. Make sure it is very straight to make it very neat. So here we are almost done with the clothes. You can see how beautiful it is. Now it is time to put our button and our buttonhole on it. So here is the outcome of the clothes. Hope you like it. Let me know if you like it, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more sewing tutorial.